Huge explosions caused terror in the sky above Kyiv as Russia attacked the city with hundreds of drones for a second consecutive night. Russia has also launched 18 missiles, including 8 ballistic ones, in the 10-hour-long attack, according to a Telegram post by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. At least 2 were killed and significant damage hit residential buildings as well as offices and warehouse facilities.
Чоловіка забрали в лікарню. Порізали ноги. Ребра переломані, бо його накрило. А не встиглося все. Вона в плюсах не спішила.
In recent weeks, Moscow has scaled up its air attacks on Ukraine as negotiations towards a peace deal have slowed down. And President Trump has issued harsh words for President Putin from the White House.
قصف يا شباب. قصف جديد، قصف جديد يا شباب، قصف جديد مبنى هيئة الأركان خالص. قصف جديد يا شباب، قصف خطونا بسرعة 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 بسرعة. قصف ثاني دمروه. نعم قصف هيئة الأركان بغارتين. نعم قصف بغارتين استهدفت هيئة الأركان بشكل مزدوج من اليمين ومن اليسار. شاهدنا قطع من المبنى تتطاير. حقيقة على ما يبدو أن المبنى قد تعرض.
Shalom. Before we get started, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the head apostles, elders, / bishop in the great millstone, who taught me 100% of His truth, who teach and rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to the hopeful elect. Keep pushing, keep believing, keep the faith, whether they hear or forbid. Shalom. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 8. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Wow. Ishmael is being bombed and blown out of their slippers, out of their sandals, out of their slides. They are being bombed, man. When you really look at it, good for them. A lot of our people will be, oh, why you mad at them? And then the Lord said loves everybody and da-da-da-da-da. No. The Lord don't love everybody. He doesn't. Musty armpit smelling Ishmael. When you go to their corner store, they disrespectful. Look how they treat, look around Israel. When you in your community, your so-called hood, and on your so-called block, and on your so-called corner, when you go to these Ishmaelite corner stores, secretly, behind the scenes, they talk shit. They scoff and mock and laugh at y'all. They do, Israel. They know damn well who you are, but do you know who you are? Do you know your identity and nationality? Or you just sitting there without a care in the world and, got that do as thou wilt spirit, which is a demon. You got demons on you. Or you out there just watching and trying to holler and talk to every girl that passed by. Because a lot of 2/3 of you Jakes sit there in front of that corner store. Look what's happening to Ishmael right now. These dirty, musty, armpit smelling Ishmaelites, which you so-called, the world so-called as Arabs. Look at them being bombed and blown out of their slides, man. That's what they get. You ain't think they had their hands in our captivity? Now Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, who y'all ignorantly call as God and JC, is bringing the plagues upon them. Plagues been upon these heathens. Plagues been upon these nations. Yeah, they had a little shine for a while and had a little good time, but they also had their hands in our captivity as Israelites. These musty armpit smelling Arabs known as Ishmael, had their hands in our captivity and our slavery. Now, look what's going on. The Lord is sending plagues upon them, and none of them could drive it away. Let me get another precept. Good for them, man. At the end of the day, they scoff and they mock and they laugh at us, calling us NIGGAs and trying to act and talk like us and mock us and scoff and laugh behind our backs and be flirtatious with our women, but you can't even get close to theirs. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 5. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Come. They out there praying that the plagues that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is sending unto them may go away. They praying. They think that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, who they ignorantly call as God in JC, they think Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah hear their prayers. No. He don't hear the prayers of sinners, nor you other nations. He only hear the prayers of those who are loyal in faith, who's seeking him wholeheartedly, who's keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, who's pushing this truth in season and out of season. Whether you on the hedges and highways and byways or not, but you must touch those hedges and highways and byways. But musty armpit smelling Ishmaelites, disrespectful, man. You go in their place of business. Look what they doing, man. Look what they selling our people, man. The weed demon. Weed, which is a demon. He who defiled the temple of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, shall destroy. And musty armpit smelling Ishmael going against Amalek, and Amalek is just bombing them back to back and blowing them out of these slides and sandals, man. And still collecting their rent for their place of business that they have in these corner stores. Who you think that all that money going to? Amalek. Them big nose rats with them small tiny hats. What do you think is going on? Man, y'all gotta wake up, Israel. A lot of these other nations right about now, these plagues soon come across right here in the daughter of Babylon, man. This place is coming to Babylon, man. Known as AKA America, the place of confusion. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16 and verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Woe unto this place. Soon enough, what's going on with musty armpit smelling Ishmael and them big nose rats with them small tiny hats, Amalek? Soon enough, all of that is going to trigger towards this side, man. Plagues is happening everywhere. Whether it's hurricanes, storms, whirlwinds, known as in the world as tornadoes, earthquakes, famine. Right now, musty armpit smelling Ishmael. These Ishmaelites are starving over there. I'm seeing paid programs late at night. When I sit up late, I be seeing these paid programs talking about feed the children when they're based on Ishmael now. They babies looking skinnier than ever. But when you go to their place of business, they treat you like a bum. They treat you like you ain't nothing. They pride. They got full of pride. But you know pride comes before destruction. And look what's going on. They getting bombed left and right, up and down. They getting bombed out of their sandals right now, man. Woe unto them right about now. Let me get another scripture. That's what they deserve. Every time I go up in there and try to get me a sandwich, they talking about hurry up and buy, and I'm hardly outside. I'm hardly hanging on the corner. I'm hardly around. I'm busy taking care of my place. You know what I'm saying? But musty armpit smelling Ishmael, we have an attitude, but they will laugh and smile with 2/3 of our people. They don't like the ones that carry wisdom, you know. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19 and verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Who's the Egyptians against Egyptians? Amalek, Ishmael. They both had their hands in our captivity as Israelites when we was in slavery. They both sold us. Both brought oppression. So these are the modern day Egyptians in a different form of fashion. And they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. Look what's going on. Amalek bombing Ishmael. Ishmael want to retaliate and bomb Amalek. It's a back and forth situation with this war. Right now, look what's going on. Rumors of war. And when you hear these things, you know we at the latter days, we at the end. And then shall appear the Son of Man, which is Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. It's coming around that time, man. Egyptians against Egyptians, kingdom against kingdom, city against city, back and forth. Then next thing you know, America's going to be tied into the situation too. Because these big nose rats with the small hats, they run America. They own everything in America. And you don't think musty armpit smelling Ishmael ain't gonna get tired and will eventually bomb this place? Y'all gotta wake up. Y'all gotta wake up, Israel. This ain't where it's at right now. 2/3 of our people still want to party, hit the block. You know what I mean? Hang out and chill and kiki and caca and want to drink and smoke and spend all of their money that they work hard for Ishmael bum ass corner store. And then when as soon as you want to credit something, you can't even credit nothing. Not even a roll of toilet tissue. They got so-called certain things at a high price now. Man, this is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 13 and verse 31. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. One day, judgment day gonna kick off. And them nukes is gonna hit up and rock the earth to and fro like a drunken. You think what's going on with Amalek and Ishmael is something right now? These big nose rat with the small hats and musty armpit smelling Ishmael? You think what's going on with them is something severe right about now? To me, I really don't care. I don't care about none of them. Both of them is wicked and both of them nations could go to hell. But you can imagine a global war right now? Everybody against one another, city against another, place against another, and people against another? Wake up, Israel. Wake up. This thing is commonly happening day in and day out between Amalek and Ishmael. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You got regular people that's over there right now, and there's a particular place, their little habitat for now. Scared. Children, old people. Every day they wake up, they looking, they paranoid. It's gonna come a time in America, it's gonna be like that. Jacob's trouble gotta kick off, Israel. But 2/3, they ain't hearkening, nor are they listening. That's the problem. Everybody moving in great pride. Let me get that right quick too. True story. Everybody walking around in great pride. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8 and verse 50. For many great misery shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Yes, we living in latter days right about now. Our people, 2/3 of our people reckless, 2/3 of our people rude, And it's coming to a point where Jacob Trouble have to kick off. Trump already opened up Alligator Alcatraz. The Northern Kingdom been getting spanked, whooped, ran down on, and brought into that place. Now 2/3 of you Jake the snakes in the Southern Kingdom, and you Eve that like to deceive in the Southern Kingdom, is going to get the same taste of that medicine, man. But with that, I pray this video was edifying to the hopeful elect. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Shalom.